Hi, how are you? My name is Kate, and this is my book review of Rina Duet book. This is a Russian Mafia arranged marriage. It's the famous one, Throne Throne of Power. Oh, sorry, Throne of Power. This is story. Oh wait, there's a lot of spoiler. No. I will try to minimize the spoiler of this book review. This is a story about Kyle. This is a story like Britney Spears. This is a story about Kyle Hunter, a British Irish Russian sniper, and Rai Sokolov, the twin sister of Rina, the wife of Asher Carson. And yeah, remember they swapped from my previous book? Yeah, this is her now. And this was 7 years after they saved Rina from being captured by their mafia uncle. So this is like 7 years later. So 7 years later, after helping save Reyna, Kyle left out of nowhere. He just left like a bubble. He's gone out of nowhere. And fast forward today, Sergey, the uncle of Rai, wanted to marry his daughter to somebody, for power and protection because he's the pack and the Russian leader. But Rai is very nice and kind and overprotective of Anastasia because Anastasia is just 20. So she offered herself to do it, also to gain power because she is a woman. Woman in Russian world, Russian mafia world doesn't exist, or I don't know. They are just pure men. They just want men in power. But the thing is, Rai Sokolov is very smart. She is handling the V Corp, the business, the forefront business of Russian mafia that helps give money to all their sideline and to basically run the entire mafia scene. But they do not respect Rai just because she's a woman. So Rai said, I'm going to replace Anastasia and marry. Out of nowhere, she no longer have an option because first, Adrian is married to Leah. Kirill is a psycho. She doesn't want it. Damien is a drunk bastard. Mikhail, no, Mikhail, she has like hot and cold, weird relationship with her just because she's a woman. On the other hand, she was left with no one else but Igor or Igor. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Igor. Igor has a son, but Rai doesn't like it. And out of nowhere, Igor said, "That's not my son, my eldest son. I just found him from a car crash accident." And surprise, surprise, the one that showed up is Kyle Hunter because apparently, um, he is the long lost son of Igor. And so they eventually get married, but their marriage was tainted with blood because on that day were all of the mafia, the Yakuza, the Irish, no, the Yakuza, the Italian, all their mafia friends, even the Russian, they were ambushed in a wedding, and so it started with blood. However, they knew that it was actually the Irish, their enemy, who was doing that. And so now they have to work to retaliate. And Rai was actually the mastermind of everything with the retaliation. But she wasn't allowed to do any of her proposal just because she's a woman. So Kyle replaced her instead to do it. So Adrian and Kyle went to the Italian, Kirill went to the other stuff. And because she's very smart, she was the one who handled the Japanese. And so she also struck a deal that Damien will marry the son, the daughter of Abe, the Yakuza leader. But Kai, the right hand, do you remember Kai from the story of Red and Black Thorns? That's the same Kai that Rai is dealing with right now. They have small silver. But others thought that she was just dealing with the right hand of Yakuza, but the truth is Abe is just the face of Yakuza, but the mastermind of everything is Kai. And that is why Rai is talking to Kai, because Kai is like convince Abe to do this, do that, do that, do that. But Kyle was very jealous of Kai, so she doesn't like deal with Kai alone. It has to be always with Kyle. Kyle, on the other hand, Kyle Hunter, the best sniper in town, actually had a backstory and a trauma. Basically, he has returned from 7 years of being lost out of nowhere because he wants to unalive all the Russian mafia and the Irish mafia for eliminating or unaliving his parents cold-blooded right in front of him. Basically, Kyle, no, I think that's in book 2, I cannot tell you that. But they actually fixed their relationship with their allies. The Russian already fixed it. And when everything was doing okay, the house of Pakan or Sergio was attacked. Kyle was hit, Rai saved him. But when Rai left the room, she heard Kyle talking to a random person on the phone saying, I am here to destroy both the Russian and Irish mafia. Rai is nothing to me, I will leave her. And then Rai was shocked out of nowhere when she was about to leave. Someone pushed her on the stairs and she fell. The end of book 1. Cliffhanger, I know. But this is a book duet, so it's Rina Ken, expected than expected. My rating for this, The Spice, is just 4.5. It wasn't that high because it was a long drag, but still good, but it's just 4.5. But they made up for book 2. The story for me is 5 because it's full of mystery. I keep guessing, but I keep guessing wrong. I keep guessing, but I keep guessing wrong. So that's how good the story is. I also love how Kyle was extremely confused to himself because he is there to avenge, but at the same time he is falling for Rai, which is the princess of Russian mafia. And there's also a lot of plot twists such as Rai being pregnant, and there's some stranger who wants to unalive Rai and Leah. It was actually very, very good. I didn't like anything at all in this book. Again, only Rina Kent will make a book that I will never like, and I'm very, 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 very picky just because I feel like. But oh my god, it was really, really good. And I think this isn't the first Mafia. This is the first Mafia by Rina Ken that I read, and it never failed. It's actually good. I highly recommend it. I never seen on TikTok so much hype about Rai Sokolov and Kyle Hunter's story, but I actually like it, especially how Rina Kent gave a moment to all the cast and members and not just Kyle and Rai. They they are never shadowed. Everyone in the character was speak, and you will never get confused. Just like how I did with the other books, with too much character I get confused. But this one it's very, very clear. Okay, so Kirill is this, Adrian is this, Leah is this, Vladimir is this. There's an airplane passing. Okay, I think that's my cue to end this video. But I highly do recommend you this one if there's if you are about to start about a Russian or mafia or dark romance or arranged marriage. This one is actually very, very good because I don't know how to say it without even spoiler. But I will see you on book 2. Thank you very much for the like and subscribe. See you on book 2 of this Throne of Power, and the next one is Throne of Vengeance. Bye bye.